All right, fastest 15 minutes in social media, fastest 15 minutes on the internet. I'm sorry, my son made me laugh. Anyway, um, this is just a rant today. Not really a rant, but there's a lot of stuff. There's too much stuff going on, and I don't know. Did y'all see Stevie Wonder? Nobody saw. I don't understand. It was all the stuff that comes across my news feed. If I say anything too many times, because y'all know they listening. They listening to us anyway. So if I say anything, it shows up on all of my timelines, or on my whatever I have on the phone. It just shows up. Me and my wife. In fact, me and my wife play a game, and what we do is we get into bed. We turn all the TVs, we turn the TV off, we turn the music off, all that stuff. We turn everything off. And then we sit there and we talk about stuff that doesn't interest us at all. We make a little like a three-prong list about some stuff that we have no interest in. And lo and behold, usually 9 times out of 10, the next day all of this stuff shows up on our timelines. We just leave the phones like right there, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, but last night I get home and she's like, "Babe, did you see the Stevie Wonder rant?" And I said, "No, I didn't see it." She's like, "You mean to tell me you didn't see it?" I said, "No." And she sat there, and Stevie Wonder said, "So you say Black Lives Matter or all lives matter, but I don't believe the fuck you believe that." Stevie Wonder cussed. Stevie Wonder dropped the F-bomb. I was like, whoa, because I'm an old dude. I'm a 60s baby. So it was like, Stevie Wonder dropped the F-bomb, really? Because that's like one of my favorite artists of all time. I could just like sit there and listen to Stevie. Anyway, enough of that. But anyway, if you see it, if you find it on the internet, please. It's like just find it. All right, Stevie Wonder ranting about Breonna Taylor and Black Lives Matter, and it was very enlightening, very entertaining. All right, so. What I want to get to the Shaquille O'Neal, Charles Barkley thing. Shaq, Shaq is my fraternity brother, so I'm just gonna put it out there like that. So I'm trying to go easy on the bros, because when the bros do stuff, it's sort of like, okay, I want to tell y'all all about it, but I'm trying to protect my brother, right? But I can't protect, and I really can't protect Charles Barkley, because and the thing is, Charles Barkley has been an idiot all his life, right? He really has. He's been an idiot all his life. And the only reason why he's so popular or whatever is because it's almost like the whole, step and fetch it buffoon thing. I haven't literally, when that stuff comes on, I don't watch that stuff no more. I used to. I'm not going to lie, a few years, maybe 10 years ago or whatever, I might have watched Charles Barkley, but at this point, because when he said that he wasn't a role model, that's when I checked out. I really checked out on him when he said that, because no matter if you want to be or not, if you're a public figure, you have a certain platform, you are a role model, whether you want to be or not. Why? Because they're beaming you into millions, hundreds of millions of homes around the world. So you are definitely a role model. So just to get back on that. But then they clap back on the Breonna Taylor thing, and I'm just like, how can anybody not see that? And I'm like, look, they could Ray Charles can see it, and he's dead and blind. What in the world are y'all thinking? And I was sitting there thinking too, I was like, you know what? See, the Daniel Cameron dude, he could have got out. The Kentucky Attorney General, he could have easily. All he had to do was just arrest the dudes and let them go. Arrest them, let them go, and let it all come out at trial. See, that's how you settle that kind of stuff. And then if people, then go through a trial. But just to let them go, just because and we know that the whole thing, everything that's going on, it was a lie. That's why they waited so long. That's why they put up the riot stuff. But well, we're gonna release the investigation of the. See, because usually when there's a grand jury like that, investigation like that, it's because you don't have nothing to go on. But you got bodies. Come on, y'all, really? And then allow people to do their job. Send it to trial. If they innocent, then a jury of their peers will find them to be innocent. If that, it just is ridiculous. And the fact of the matter is that y'all get a coon black man, and then I was just making I was making Wayne Brady jokes because he looked a little bit like Wayne Brady to me. I'm sorry, but that's how he looked to me. All right, so I'm sitting up there and I'm just thinking to myself, and there's so many contradictory things, even in the indictment. It's like, and then you hit him with a charge that you can't even make stick from a legal standpoint. And he's a lawyer. He's the Attorney General of Kentucky. You can't make you can't make that little BS charge that y'all charge old boy with. You can't make that stick. Ain't no way in the world. How you go prove the fact that he can't? Because he did not come there with the intent to commit a crime. It just happened. As a result, and he was justified by, according to them, he was justified by the warrant. If they're really, we got conflicting issues about that. Was there really a warrant? Was there really a no-knock warrant? Because if there was a no-knock warrant, all the other collateral damage or anything that happened because of it, he ain't responsible for it. I'm just telling you, he ain't going to jail. And when he gets off, then y'all gonna set up the streets again. When they take him to court for this little BS charge, he gonna get off, and then y'all gonna close the streets down again so that people won't protest and riot. That's all that's gonna happen. They can't get him. There is no way that they can get him. They can't get him. All right. So that's the first thing. So then, I'm trying to sit up there and I'm really trying to make sense of everything because, it's just difficult, and people that don't have legal knowledge and don't really know about, legalities. And then the other thing is, and then they hurried up and gave her that $12 million. Why? It's hush money. It's like, okay, we'll give you the $12 million, not so. And I read a post that said, how in the world can you hold somebody accountable financially when y'all are saying, that they're not criminally responsible, but they're civilly responsible? It's like, I thought it always worked the other. I mean, far be it from me, I don't know, but I always thought it worked the other way around. I thought that you got held criminally culpable, and then because of your criminal culpability, then you were able to file a civil suit. That's how it worked in OJ's case. And they didn't even find OJ guilty. You see what I'm saying? They make stuff up. They make the rules up as they go along. And it's unfortunate. I might go a little bit over today because the next thing that I got to talk about is your boy Donnie Boy Trump. Donnie Boy Trump has offered black folks $500 billion, in his little stimulus package. Y'all are the biggest. If y'all fall for this, y'all are the biggest fools in the world. 50 days before. Now look, black folks been asking him for stuff the whole entire time he's been in office. Y'all crucify Biden and Harris, but y'all don't crucify this man. This man has called y'all's origin countries shithole countries. He has said that Kamala Harris is not qualified to be the first female president because she's black. He has made all kinds of, he told the white folks they had good genes. Of course, we don't. I'm just saying, if y'all fall for this, y'all are the biggest idiot. Black folks deserve whatever y'all get. If you fall for this, you deserve whatever you get. Listen to me. He has not kept the promises that he made to white America. And I will go even as far as to say what? The bottom line of all of this stuff is what? The biggest issue in this election is coronavirus, COVID-19, coronavirus, right? Biggest issue in the election is coronavirus, because you could give a $5 billion and talk. Oh yeah, and he's gonna make Juneteenth a national holiday. Really? You gonna make and that's even more insulting, because Juneteenth is really insulting anyway. You tell us you didn't tell black folks in Texas they was free for years. So you mean to tell me that there's no way, how in the world? I mean, really, come on, how in the world? It's like that's the wrong. If you're gonna make a holiday, then make okay. I will vote for Trump if you make Malcolm X's birthday a holiday. Make Malcolm's birthday a holiday. Make Eldridge Cleaver's birthday a holiday. Huey Newton. Make his birthday a holiday, a national holiday. You see what I'm saying? Rename some of these forts to these Confederate, some of these army bases and stuff that are named after these Confederate generals. Name those after some black folk who really were patriots to the country. Why do we? One of my Facebook friends, funny, he said, okay, he said, throw in a bucket of Kentucky Fried Chicken and free watermelon for the rest of your life. and it tickled me so bad. But I'm just trying to tell y'all, the bottom line to all of this is coronavirus is the biggest issue, and he's already failed. We got more deaths. We got new cases. We got literally right now in the Midwest, from what I'm reading, from what the press is reporting, we got like thousands of new cases in the Midwest and in other states, right? We got over 200,000 people dead already. And it's like 2,000. It's like, and another 1,000 have died, like in the last couple of days since they announced the 200,000 ones, right? So, and he's still not doing. He's just thinking, oh, it's just gonna go away. He has no leadership ability. It ain't about the money, because eventually, if we crash say Biden wins, right? If we do the same thing and agitate Biden, eventually we gonna get what we want. That's what I keep trying to tell y'all. It's like, look, we got the numbers. Stop believing the paradigm of the fact that you are minorities. You are not a minority. In fact, there are less white people than there are people of color. The children of the sun make up the majority of the people on earth. They have just been lying to you for years and years and years and years, trying to get you to believe that individually we're minorities. But once again, take the Judson-Powell test. The Judson-Powell test says what? Go out in the sun. If you start to turn brown, black, yellow, or red, and I'm not talking about lobster red. I'm talking about Native American red. All right. But that means you have melanin. That means you are indigenous to the earth. And that's why they don't want you to know about your religion. I got stuff I've been talking about your pineal gland and all of that, and opening up your third eye. Open your third eye and talk to God. Y'all, I'm gonna go there too. I'm gonna go there next week. But I'm just telling you, stop it. And if you fall for, it's like y'all fall for stupid stuff like $1,200. We've been in quarantine since February. Come on, y'all, it's September, and they done gave you $1,200. And they done gave you $1,200. You know what I'm saying? It's ridiculous. They gave you $1,200 for months of suffering, and it ain't even over yet. And not that he ain't got no leadership. He's not addressing these things. There are people, look, and they keep saying that the jobless rate, that's bull. There are more people. Go out in your city. There are more people walking up and down the street that have nothing. There are people all over. I don't know about where you live, but where I live, there are businesses closing. I'm talking about substantial businesses just closing down, empty buildings. Start looking around. The media ain't telling y'all about all of this stuff because they don't want you to know. Anyway, don't fall for, dump Trump and get Biden, at least give him a chance, because Trump has done nothing about the coronavirus. $50 billion don't mean nothing if what? if you can't spend it, if you dead or you sick. Anyway, Fast 15 Minutes is up. My name is Judson Powell. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. I love you.